What's the warmest coat you guys can make? I want to retire my Canada Goose. Retiring the Goose. Yeah, I did this years ago because so many people have the same parka when it gets cold outside, especially in Toronto. Now, we make a lot of different coats, and making a warm coat comes down to a number of different factors. Obviously, the fabric is critically important, and we have a lot of warm fabrics. Maybe the warmest, though, is our boiled wool fabric from Abraham Moon. This is a pure wool fabric made in England, and it's meant for harsh climates. It weighs 25 ounces a yard, which is pretty damn heavy. And the way it's processed is unique. It's literally boiled so that the wool felts and becomes waterproof without any synthetic coating or anything, so it's all natural. Now that you have a super heavy fabric, you want to think about the design of the coat. So if you want it to be warm, I would make it quite long, probably below the knee or even close to the ankle. Now, obviously that can be a bit dramatic, so around the knee I feel like most people can pull off on a day-to-day basis. And now we talk about the inside of the coat. So now we have a nice heavy fabric and a nice long style. The inside of the coat is very important. Now we can use a heavier lining. There are linings that are meant for overcoats as opposed to suits or sport coats, for example. But we can also make a quilted lining. Now this takes the warmth of the coat to a whole new level. In a lot of cases, it's so warm that we make the quilted lining removable because it can be too hot for most of the season. Now you have a coat that can be very warm like a parka, but you can also wear it in the fall when it's not so cold out without the quilted lining. So it makes it a very versatile coat. Of course, that's only one example of the types of coats we can make. Even just using this same fabric, we could do a double-breasted overcoat, which is more formal and elegant, but just as warm. Could be an anorak with a hood to make it more casual. Could be a pea coat for everyday wear. Could even be a car coat or a field jacket, again, depending on how formal you want the coat to be. For more examples of heavy-duty coats that aren't your typical parka, you can check out our website, keeping in mind that we can design just about any coat. So if there's something specific you're looking for in a certain fabric, a certain color, a certain cut, then you can email us and get a one-of-one coat, which is our favorite thing to do. I hope that helps. Stay warm out there. Peace, y'all.